Hey, I'm Randy Younger, New York City's go to film enthusiast. Every week, I dive deep into the world of cinema with special guests from the New York City film scene. Whether I'm interviewing industry insiders or comparing the latest releases, there's always something for every movie lover. Join me as I explore the magic of film and discover what makes these movies unforgettable. Hey guys, I'm Randy Unger, and this is a very special edition of Under the Radar, bringing movies and people together one frame at a time. And with me tonight, I have a very special guest. He is filmmaker Marco Perego of the new short film DOVECOTE. I actually was honored to be part of the audience of this screening, this wonderful short film, and it's just artfully done. It focuses on an inmate in a female prison and all the other inmates there, and is a tale of resilience, hope, and just trying to find yourself and really just survival. And I have Marco with me right now. Marco, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Ciao. Nice to meet. Nice to see you again. And thank you so much to invite me to your show.
Yeah, of course, of course. So the film is Dove Cote, and I just want to real quick congratulate you on this film qualifying for next year's Academy Awards. That's really
Thank you.
cute.
Yeah, it's very huge. I never imagined, and I'm very, very excited to show the people, to show the film to so many people possible.
That's awesome. Tell me, how did this project originally come about?
I was invited to the Venice Biennale this year from Chiara Parisi and Bruno Racine at the Vatican Pavilion. Quindi every 2 years, every nation choose one artist or multiple artists. This year, Chiara and Bruno, they curated the show. They invite 8 artists, and me and Zoe was included to represent, the pavilion. And this year, the pavilion was in the women prison, alla Giudecca, in
Okay.
Venice. I don't know if there was a prison in Venice until February.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. I like that little trivia. And I should have started the show by mentioning that your wife is actually the star of the film, the great Zoe Saldana. What was it like working with your wife?
This is my second time. We did a collaboration before with Absence of Eden. Really beautiful because I learning so much, and I think we have Zoe is a tremendous uh, artist, and what you can do is really learning, sit down and learning how she really transform and be completely raw and honest and be one of the inmate, in this case, in the prison for Dovecote.
Is it difficult to work with your wife in a professional setting?
Yeah, at the beginning, yeah, that's a great question. At the beginning was we need we need a little bit time to learning her tools because she have more experience, and also me, I never working with an actor before.
Mhm.
Also the talent of Zoe. Every scene, she was asking any question, every details, and for me, was like to do a masterclass. And for me, I feel very grateful about that.
So you're learning from each other. It's kind of a give and take.
Yeah, I hope so. Okay, she learning something from me, but for sure, I learning from her.
That's awesome. Yeah, and her performance is brilliant. Like she doesn't say anything really, but she's so expressive with her eyes, and she's got this great intensity about her. So she really is the star of this film, I'd say.
I think you're completely right. She's like I repeat, like she completely transformed. It's quite incredible how she, for 70 minutes,
Mhm.
15, 60 minutes, she capable to carry an entire film without say a word. And
Yeah.
I think she's, there's a scene, I don't know if you remember, in the corridor when, Alex, like my partner, my mentor in writing, why Alex Dinaliris, he also showed me that when they go to the corridor and there's change things to her to live in this prison,
Right.
she turned into the camera, she make an expression, and you don't know, and there's a person there, but there's really nobody, and you feel it like, oh wow, she's really, she's so in the place, she's so raw and
Mhm.
she's so vulnerable, like all these women we met there in the incarcerate.
Right. And I understand that there were about 20 real life prison inmates in the film.
Yeah, yeah. There is almost more than 20 inmate. It was incredible to work with them.
Mhm.
Every night they was leaving us a poem or a letter to explain their life and the vulnerability of them.
Mm,
it was a remarkable experience for me and Zoe, for Alex, Michael, everybody involved
mm.
to see this and to live in this experience with them.
That's so great. And also the setting is also pretty much a character in itself.
I
Was
think,
this film shot in Italy?
yeah, I shot in the Giudecca institution, women prison.
Mm,
That is over, and it was a monastery before,
mm,
transformed in a prison. What I find very, very touching is Venice is one of the more beautiful city around the world,
mm,
and people go there and sometimes stay in the more beautiful hotel. And there was a close hotel to the prison, La Giudecca, and the linen where people sleeping is washing by these women. And
mhm.
I think there is a part where you don't know this you don't know this reality, and I just discovered, and it was very, very touching.
How did you find this beautiful place, this
No, because
monastery turned
because
prison?
was because was the invitation of Chiara, the curator of the pavilion of the Vatican.
Okay.
Chiara and Bruno, they decide together that the Giudecca, the women prison was the pavilion. Every artist need to work inside the pavilion. In our case, we want to make in a film, we
Okay.
need to have that location to shoot it in.
That's great. Yeah. What were some challenges you faced during filming?
Uh, First, number one, I need to say the positive things was like, everybody was so open and to us to shoot in there. We came with a quite a big crew.
Mm,
Uh, and the challenge, of course, this was a prison really working, in the same time. When all the women was in the film, they accepted, and you can feel the rumors, you can feel in
mm,
the silence, you can feel in sometimes the fight, the
mhm,
challenge, the alarm going on. We shot in a real prison. It was a funny episode. At one point, they sent us a bucket of water in the audio centers. A woman say, "Come on," It was very, very interesting that. But in general, it was such an incredible experience from also the guard. They are the police. They really are from the prison, from real police. There's no actor. They're real, like real women can work in there in the facility.
Obviously, that adds to the realism and to the whole experience of the film. Just feels so real and visceral. And I think a lot of that, I mean, obviously, it's, you're doing. Also, it is cinematographer Javier Julia.
Yeah, Veruglia. Yeah, we collaborate. This is our second collaboration together. The
Mm.
first was Absence of Eden, and this is the second one.
And what was it like working with him and achieving this beautiful artistic style visually?
We have an amazing dynamic, and it was a true gift. When we shot this, we decided you mentioned before between outside and inside, and outside we decided to using a frame 4x3, is mean a square,
Right.
and it shot all in the magic hour. It's called the blue color, around between 4:30 to 6 o'clock in the morning. And
Mm,
inside, and the editing is decided to cut all the time. And inside, we choose to using a frame very large, like almost 240, and
mm,
it's all black or white, and it's never the camera never cut. And the question was, we want to making up was what is freedom is, how freedom is represented by the
mm,
is really freedom outside or inside, and then the way we pose the camera, the outside, if you think about, is more concern and frame in a certain way, where inside is because there is a community base and there is a love between each other, is very open, and that's how we choose, me and Javier,
mm.
myself and Javier really did an incredible job.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, and that leads me to my next question, actually. How important is it to you for collaboration on set to trust your coworkers, your crew, your
Wow, that's a big question because I actually think, from a fine artist to go to make a film is completely opposite. The art you make in lonely in your studio, make a film. You really like love cinema so much. His
Mm,
film is a pure collaboration act. Think about in the way myself. You ask about working with my wife Zoe, how we feeling about that, and of course, that aspect, learning process. Think about the writing with somebody like Alex, he wrote Birdman, somebody like so special. He's writing a new movie for Alejandro Iñárritu right now
Mm.
with this partner, Nicolo. And the way he did it, the structure, quindi the idea of the second act where everything is lost and you think you are with this character, you leave in the character to go out, to come back with another character, and that character, Gaia, that's the moment everything is lost. Quindi this structure he created together, but he created, we was thinking about that's cinema, that's pure collaboration, and that's what I feel related, is to surround myself with people like our editor and Andrew, where they are exactly like have so much to give inside. It's almost like they're better than me, and me, I'm just trying to understand
Mm.
how to hear and understand and advise. There's no ego. It's just about the film.
That's great. I love hearing that. Yeah, it's about the
True. Like this is really how I started filmmaking. I watching like you almost, I think, a movie a day. And
uh
I started in masterclass of $50, a masterclass. And what
Okay.
last was watch 8.5 with my son Sai, he have 9-year-old of Fellini. And for me, I understood very early on, also because my wife does that for living. If I surround myself with people better, I
Mm.
just expand it, and I think that's about cinema. It's not about me, it's not about Zoe, it's not about Alex, it's about the true, honest story we want to tell. And I think a Dovecote, like you say, is very visceral because we was listening each other, and it was, I'm the cap, but we listen each other. Without Alex will not possible, without Zoe will not possible, without Javier will not possible. And that's how we created.
Surrounding yourself with smart people who
Yeah,
are going
better can be for sure in what they
yeah.
do.
Yeah, and to always be around people that are gonna, teach you something and
For
bring you
sure.
to a higher level. So I totally get that. I totally respect that. That's awesome. Um, Now this film is short. It's about what, 15 minutes?
Yeah, 70 minutes is
17?
like 3 minutes outside and the rest 50 minutes inside. Yeah.
And there's so much greatness packed in this just 17 minutes. I wanted a lot more. Um, is a feature film opportunity, is that a possibility?
I'm actually when before you me and Alex he decided, I'm very grateful, we going to write this film, will be shot like Dovecote but will be a different subject. My mom in 2004 she lost the voice for 3 years, and we wrote a film together about called Petrichor, and that will be,
Okay.
and it will
Wow.
be shot like Dovecote,
Okay, gotcha.
Italian
Great.
film.
Just keep putting this beautiful art out there.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your time today. It mean a lot to me.
So I'm curious, you definitely have a strong visual style. It definitely comes through with this film. Who are some of your filmmaker influences? I'm just curious.
Like I told you, Federico Fellini,
Mm,
Adrian Tartovsky, Stanley Kubrick. These are my three preferred one, without any doubt.
nice, nice. Those are great names for sure. And lastly, are there any projects you're working on now that you can talk about?
Yeah, this is the project I told you about. Is the film about my mom. It's called Petrichor,
Okay.
and Alex and I we're going to write in the script, and is this collaboration and try about this woman who for 3 years she lost her voice and she want to communicate
Mm,
some words to her son, and you will see what happening, but that's the whole idea. It's about this woman can go to start to lose her voice and learning to back to have this voice back. What is mean that from when we was talking about freedom before
yeah.
and now this mean to
Well,
really
I look forward to seeing that. And I'm just curious, how can people see Dovecote?
Right now, we screen again in different venue for Academy member,
Mm,
and after that, I think we're going to release that for everybody after this like kind of like privilege show to people, and after I hope, listen, for me and my wife and Alex and Michael and everybody, I think for me and so what is the more important thing is to have voice and be honest for these women, and that's the truest possible, like we had a woman who was with us to this first talk at the Chinese theater for Holly Short, and she was over 25 years in prison, and she was out in parole. When she saw
mm,
the film, she want to help us with the film because she said when she was outside, nobody ever opened the door for him. But inside, you create an incredible community. The question I have is sometimes I see film, they see you. Sometimes see somebody, you change everything. And that's what we really want to be focused is to have the opportunity to show the film as so many people possible. Like that, we have this kind of conversation.
That's great. I love hearing all of that. Congratulations on DOVECOTE, all of your films, your future work. Marco Perego, I want to just thank you for your time today.
Thank you. And I'm so happy I speak with somebody who loves cinema so much.
Of course, of course. And you know what? If you're ever in New York City again, I'd love to hang out.
For sure. Anytime we talk
Yeah.
about movies.
I'm Randy Unger. This has been Under the Radar, bringing movies and people together one frame at a time. We'll see you next time. Take
Ciao,
care.
Randy. Bye.
Bye.